Okay, today we are going to be talking about spheres, which you can see a picture right here, and hemispheres, which is a half a sphere. So we're going to start with 8.3, spheres. And the formula for the volume of a sphere is volume equals 4/3 pi r. Don't forget, it's cubed, okay? So it's to the third power. And that's the formula for the volume of a sphere. So let's go ahead and look at letter A here. It says to find the volume of the sphere. Show your work. So we have a sphere with a radius of 6. So I always like to write the formula first. I think you're going to find these are pretty easy. The radius is 6, so we're going to volume equals 4/3 pi 6 cubed. Okay. If you'd like, you can go ahead and you can just put it right in your calculator. You've got, like 6 to the third, which is going to be 216. So we've got volume equals, oh, sorry, I should have said this at the beginning. We are on page 33. Page 33, I apologize. Okay. Anyway, okay, so volume equals 4/3 pi times 216. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to take 216 times 4/3. Let's see what that is. $288. So we're going to get volume equals 288 pi. There's my exact. Okay, that's a nice answer. And then my approx is going to be volume equals approximately 288 times pi. And we're going to get 904.78. And that is centimeters cubed. And I should have put that up there. Okay, so there you have it. That's how you do finding the volume of a sphere. And I'm just double checking my work right now to make sure. Yep, that's right. Okay, let's go on over to letter B. Okay, here we have a diameter that is 16 feet. So we know the radius is 16 divided by 2, which is going to be 8. Okay, so we do the same process that we just did. Volume equals 4/3 pi r cubed. Okay, don't forget that it's cubed in this case for a sphere. And we're going to do volume equals 4/3 times pi times 8 cubed. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put that in my calculator. 8 to the third power is going to give me 512. So volume equals 4/3. I'm just going to move the 512 over here times 512 times pi. Okay, and let's see if that goes in evenly. 512 times 4/3. Make sure you put that in parentheses. It does not. So what I'm going to do, 512 divided by 3. No. Let's see if we've got anything here. We don't. So we are going to do 512 times 4 equals 2048 over, because that's like it's over 1, and it's over 3 pi. Okay, and 2048 is not divisible by 3, as you can see. So we just have to leave it like that for my exact. Okay, and that is going to be feet cubed. Okay, and then for my approx, volume equals approximately, and we are going to do 2048. I'm going to see this, 2048 divided by 3, okay, times pi, and that's going to give me 2144.66 feet cubed. Okay, not so bad. Let's go ahead and let's flip the page. And let's look at letter A, okay, on page 34. Okay, it says to find the radius of the sphere, okay? So in this case, they give me the volume. And remember, volume equals 4/3 pi r cubed. Sorry, I'm going to lift up my paper for a second there. Okay, 4/3 pi r cubed. We know it says that the volume is 288 pi. So we're going to have 288 pi equals 4/3 pi r cubed. Now, you can do this a couple of different ways. I'm going to go ahead and I can see that there's a pi on both sides. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to divide by pi. I'm going to get rid of that pi on both sides. Okay, those cancel out. So I'm left with 288 equals 4/3. Those pi's cancel out, r cubed. Okay, Now, remember, you can consider this to be dividing by 4/3 if you'd like, which is the same as multiplying by the reciprocal, okay? So we're going to do, those cancel. We're left with r third to the third equals, let's see, 288. Now, think this through. 288 divided by, parentheses, 4/3 is going to give me 216, okay? If you don't like to think of it that way, you can think of it as multiplying, because when you divide by a fraction, you keep, change, flip. So it's like multiplying by the reciprocal. So that would have also been the same as multiplying by 3/4, which gives you the same thing, okay? So now we're going to take the cube root of 216, which you should know, but if you don't, go ahead and put it in your calculator. I'm going to show you how to do it. You're going to hit the math key. See this math key? It's right under the green key, and hit math, okay? The cube root is number 4, okay? And we're just going to put in 216, and you should get 6, okay? So the radius is 6, and there's no approximate because we got an exact answer there, okay? Let's flip. I think that's enough for those problems. Let's go ahead. This is going to be a relatively short video today. You will all be happy. And we are going to talk about a hemisphere. Okay, this is page 35. And there's my hemisphere, and that is half of a sphere. So the equation for a hemisphere, volume equals, if you know, you just cut it in half. So it's 1/2 times the formula for the volume of a sphere, which is 4/3 pi r cubed. Now, if you want to go ahead and you multiply that out, you can see that that gives you volume equals 2/3 pi r cubed. And that is actually the volume of a hemisphere. 2/3 pi r cubed. That's going to work every single time. But if you don't remember it, just memorize the formula for the volume of a sphere and take it times 1/2. Okay, and that'll get you there. So let's go ahead and let's look at an example here. Find the volume of a hemisphere, show your work. We have a radius of 5. So we're going to do volume equals, if you don't remember it, do 1/2 times 4/3 pi r cubed, okay, which is going to give you volume equals 2/3 pi r cubed. My radius is 5, so volume equals 2/3. Oh, you can't see, that would be helpful. Times pi times 5 cubed, okay? And that should give me what? 125, right? Volume equals 2/3 times pi times 125. Okay, let's see if that's, it's not. So we're going to take 125. Let's just do this over here. Volume equals 125 times 2, which is 250. So 250 over 3 pi, that's out front because it's on top, it's not on the bottom in this case. And that is, centimeters cubed. There's my exact. Okay, because 250 is not divisible by 3. So we just have an exact here. And then we have my approximate. Okay, we're going to take 250 divided by 3 times pi, and we get 261.8. 261.8, and that's centimeters cubed. Okay, and there you have it. Okay, let's see what we got here. I think we have time for one more. Let's look at, I'm just looking to see which one's the best. We're going to do letter A on page 36. Okay, and it says a hemisphere with a volume that equals 190.85, and we have to find the radius, okay? So we're going to go ahead and I'm just going to do the shortcut. Volume equals 2/3 pi r cubed. Okay, my volume is 190.85 equals 2/3 pi r cubed, okay? Let's see, there's no pi with my volume, so that's going to make this a little bit harder. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to divide by 2/3, which is the same as multiplying by the reciprocal. So I've got 190.85 divided by 2/3, which is going to, it doesn't give me too bad of a number, 286.275 equals pi r cubed. Okay, I'm going to divide both sides by pi. I get r cubed equals 286.275 over pi. Okay, I take the cube root, and that is actually my exact answer. So my exact answer is going to be r equals the cube root of 286.275, that's supposed to be a decimal, over pi. Okay, there's my exact. My approx is going to be r equals approximately, and that is inches, I apologize. Okay, my approx is going to be, remember, you go to the math key, and you go to the cube root, which is 4. The cube root, put it inside parentheses, 286.275 divided by pi, close your parentheses, and you're going to get 4.4999, which is 4.5 inches. Okay, and there you have it. Okay, so we have now covered the volume of a cylinder, the volume of a sphere, and the volume of a cone. Okay, and I think that is enough for today.